Irrespective of whether you had direct interactions with this individual or not during your time here at Springfield, she played a vital role in getting each one of us to be sitting in these very seats today. When we started the process just a few short years ago, searching for colleges ourselves, she was dedicated to the Office of Admissions, where she spearheaded the Student Ambassadors program. It was under her watch that the ambassadors provided us with our first glimpse of Springfield College. Through campus tours, open houses, and Accepted Students Day, her efforts fostered an environment that allowed us to envision ourselves spending the next 4 years of undergrad here at SC. As a proud double alumna herself, she recently assumed the position as the Director of Alumni Relations. In her previous role in admissions, she contributed to our successful admission into this exceptional institution. Now, as a Director of Alumni Relations, she is our person that will keep the porch light on, letting us know that the door is open and that we are always welcome back to the place that we call home. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to our 2023 Baccalaureate speaker, Deleney Magoffin.
Let's see if this will hang. My beanie needs to be with me for this. Hi, everyone. Woo! Okay. Doug, someone who brings a spark of joy to every conversation and makes the people around him better. Thank you for that introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. A special thank you to Dr. Cooper, the class of 2023 officers, conferences and events, facilities, media services, staff volunteers, and everyone who made this baccalaureate ceremony possible. Class of 2023, look at you! Wow, I'm just gonna take a second because you're all looking really good. You did it, you made it, you're here. So let's just take a second to celebrate that, okay? So as Doug said, my name is Deleney Magoffin. I'm incredibly grateful to be here to celebrate one of the most exciting weekends of your life. No one reaches moments like this without standing on the mountain, already messed up, without standing on the shoulders of a mountain of people who have supported them. So I'd like to take this time, and you can look back at them if you'd like, students, to thank the parents, caretakers, family members, mentors, coaches, faculty, classmates, and friends who helped you reach this important milestone. Some of whom are with you here today, some we know can't be here physically, but are certainly present. When David McMahon came to my office to share that your class had chosen me as your speaker, I was so overwhelmed by this gesture and wasn't sure where to put all of those emotions. It just so happened that one of your classmates, Colby Wilson, where are you? Colby was waiting outside my office to meet, and it felt so fitting to celebrate with him. Moments like this make me realize how important community is for the good stuff, the hard stuff, and all the little in-between moments that have made up the past 4 years of your lives together. It's human nature to seek belonging, to form tribes of people with shared interests, values, and who you feel better equipped to face the world with by your side. At Springfield College, we often pride ourselves on having not just one, but many groups of people in our corner who we know we can relate to and rely on for different reasons. You can be many things to many people, and what a beautiful security it is to know how long after you leave Alden Street, you will have such a wide net of support to lean on as you move through this next chapter. There are many of you I know, but some of you I don't. So I'd like to share a few truths about myself that may relate to some people in this room. I went to Springfield College for both undergrad and grad. I was an NSO leader. NSO? Yeah, T-Squad. I lived in Gulick, Inty, Abbey, and the townhouses. I also memorized every muscle in the body for A&P. East Campus is a sacred space for me, thanks to many hours spent there facilitating, working Camp Massasoit, and attending outdoor pursuits. I majored in recreation management, and for any rec and sport man majors here, I still have a healthy fear of Dr. McAllister and a Corsi. It's true. I wore the jersey as a cross-country runner. Seal at Starbucks always made me tea with honey when I was sick, and Kathy and Nancy always caught me trying to sneak past them and Cheney when I forgot my SCID. Attending LTC changed the trajectory of my life. I saw some beads today. I will never stop holding the doors and saying hi to strangers in every public place I go to, and I've accepted that. It's okay. I'm here today for you and because of you. So I hope this helps you feel even the tiniest bit more connected to me while we spend the next few minutes together. Award-winning author and professor Brené Brown did a study about belonging, and she was shocked to find that the opposite of belonging is actually fitting in. When we try to fit in, we are seeking to be accepted for changing and molding ourselves into who we think we need to be, or who we think someone else wants us to be. Belonging never asks us to change who we are. It demands you to be who you are, and do not negotiate that with anyone. Fitting in may create temporary comfort, but then you no longer belong to yourself. Belonging means you're celebrated for exactly who you are, as you are, where you are. To me, this is Springfield College, a space to try new things without judgment or a rule book, and with plenty of arms, hammocks, turf, or extra long twin mattresses to catch you when you fall. When you belong, your vulnerability and your strength are recognized equally. Your success is inspiring, not a threat. And you feel safe taking risks, knowing that the worst kind of self-sabotage would be to not try at all. I cannot speak to this class about belonging without acknowledging how creative you were in finding ways to connect early on in your college experience. From those times of uncertainty, incredible initiatives were born, including the Pride Pantry, Seat at the Table, marches up Alden Street from Dr. Cooper's home, the Lavender graduation, Minds in Motion, Pride Cares, and much, much more. You also found a way to hold true to living the Humanics philosophy by continuing important service work locally and afar. Just a few examples of that would be the Match, Team Impact, the Partners Program, and SC Dance Marathon. Your class, the class of 2023, will be remembered for how you persisted, you unified, pivoted, awakened, advocated, and believed in better. As a member of the admissions team for the past 6 years, the goal when working with our incredible group of student ambassadors was to create a sense of belonging for students the moment they stepped foot on campus. We were making a promise to you before Springfield College became part of the fabric of your life that you were going to be seen, understood, and nurtured. Thank you, class of 2023, for trusting the process, for choosing Springfield College, and for sharing your many talents with this community. With this being said, there is a sacredness in being part of something, and yet still having the courage to stand alone. Sometimes this means being the only one in the room, speaking up for something you believe in. Other times it means being forced to stand alone because of a big life transition like this one. Whether you think you can do this or you think you can't, you're right. So believe in the power of the life you are building, and I urge you to be okay with not having all the answers yet. Transition is a process. Your life will not become Instagram-worthy content overnight, and there's so much more self-discovery waiting for you. Your 20s are about continuing to express yourself, nurturing this tribe you have built, and finding that sense of belonging in the communities you're in once you leave here. Give yourself grace and permission to love Springfield College while recognizing you have the strength and room to grow elsewhere. I promise you do. Actually, I'm certain that you will make your future circles stronger because of your time at Springfield College and because you choose to make connections in new places and new spaces. All of the things I mentioned before about my SC experience helped me find courage to lean into new opportunities as a young adult. Now, all these years later, I can honestly say every good thing in my life is thanks to my relationship with this special place. I met my husband, Brian Magoffin, here, and I'm now raising our daughters, Kenz and Jules, with this beautiful tapestry of students who add so much richness to their lives. My formative years were not spent in a home that fostered a sense of belonging, so I learned quickly to seek it elsewhere and to create a life that wasn't designed for people with my upbringing. I have no doubt this is why I was drawn to Springfield College when I went through my own college search, and also why I ended up back here to build my career. I found my people here, some of whom were part of my story for just a season, and some who will be in my life for the long run for a reason. Learning to fill the gaps in my life by accepting love from people who saw more in me than I saw in myself saved me. And they continue to show up for me today, including this moment right now. Every time you look at your beanie, I hope you will remember how much you still had ahead of you to learn and grow. And every time you look at your degree or your degrees hanging on your wall, I hope you thank yourself for that knowledge and growth. You all know your diploma is representative of so much more than just your work in the classroom. Your life is really a string of many little and big decisions you make, and the best ones are when you bet on yourself and you trust your gut. You should be proud of the foundation you stand on to confidently show up in your life after Springfield College. As a class, you went through a student experience like no other for obvious reasons, and yet you are here, having made it through a roller coaster 4 years, looking absolutely flawless. Celebrate all of it. All of it, all of it, all of it, because the journey got you here to this exact moment with your classmates beside you. You have a shared bond for life, and years from now, you'll be at a homecoming, at an alumni game, or a classmate's wedding, and you'll say things to each other like, "Look at us. Remember when? I can't believe we're old enough to." The students now will never understand. Now, as you embark on the next step of your Springfield College journey as an alum, I want to make another promise to you. As the new director of Alumni Relations, I promise that your sense of belonging will always remain part of your life, and we will be here waiting for you anytime you need to be reminded that Springfield College is home. We will strive to help you feel that feeling anywhere you are, and no matter how often you make it back to Alden Street. Please remember, even in moments of isolation, you are truly never alone. There will be times when you're doing a lot of leaning on others, and points when you're the concrete wall to lean on. You are meant to ebb and flow between these realities, and here's the beautiful thing. When it comes down to it, home isn't a place. Home is the people, many of whom you are sitting right next to today. It's the Springfield College way to pay it forward to those who are coming up behind us. Spirit, mind, and body for leadership and service to others means using your toolbox in more ways than how you earn a paycheck. As you move through life, I urge you to pay keen attention to the people around you who may also be seeking belonging. Quoting from your class song by Jason Mraz, "May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. I want you to have it all." This is a participation moment, okay? Because there's no other college in America where a baccalaureate speaker could do this, I'm about to ask you a very important question that some of you were last asked in 2019 by your NSO leader when they were building that sense of belonging for you on day one. I need everyone to participate in this, or it's gonna be a huge flop, okay? I'm gonna be asking you how you feel. Is everyone ready? Springfield College, class of 2023, how do you feel? Woo! Okay. We can't wait to see how you continue to show up, do good, and elevate what it means to be a Springfield College graduate for those who come after you. Lastly, I challenge you to live the words that your classmate Connor once shared with his teammates, to wake up better than the day before. Congratulations.